do live streams. I had so many technical difficulties last time. I'm going to wait quickly until it shows up on the YouTube feed here shortly, but we're going to dive right in today to all things swimming. Olympic Trials prelims this morning. My goodness, it was fast. It was so awesome to see so many athletes getting out there. Again, this is the first Olympic Trials for over 800 swimmers at the meet. So really awesome to see. It looks like an absolutely awesome venue. And first of all, I am going to be out there this week in Indianapolis, and I'm so stoked to go watch some fast swimming. But we already got the fast swimming upon us, guys. And there's a lot of fast swimming ahead. And I'm going to break it all down for you in this. So if you guys want to stick around, I got an in-depth analysis coming of everything to look out for at the Olympic Trials. I'm breaking it down by final session so you guys know when you're watching the meet this week, hey, these are the events that I need to be watching out for. So if you guys are watching live, go show some love in the chat right now. I'm super excited to get into this. Without further ado, let's kick it off. I mean, for starters, there's a lot to be looking at here. Hold on, I'm going to pull up my screen here. All right. This is my little predictions page that I got here. I will be at Trials Olympic on the finals dates. Here we go. We got Wednesday night finals. Thursday, I'll be there both sessions. Make sure if you see me at Olympic Trials, come say hi. I would love to see some of the fans there. We're all here to support the sport that we so much love. And I think this summer is going to be a great kickstart to put us into a great place for 2028. It all starts here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The road to 2024 is upon us, guys. So I'll be at Wednesday finals, Thursday both sessions, Friday finals, and potentially Saturday night finals. Again, I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm going to be partnering with Swimming World Magazine to get you guys a ton of great coverage. So if you guys are in Indianapolis, make sure to go stop over at the Swimming World Magazine booth. We'll be getting into it. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff over there, interviews, the whole shebang. So I'm also going to be competing at U.S. Masters Nationals. So if you guys want to go see me die in 100 or 200 backstroke, make sure to go pop over to IU Pui on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and you get to watch a lot of swimming from me. It should be fun. Should be a great time, but final swims only. That's all we're going to be covering in this stream. It's a lot to break into. So I'm not going to go through the semis, but kind of here's the format of how it looks. So for 50s to 200s, we're going to have prelims, semifinals, and finals. Again, it's really a game of energy management. And when it comes to it, the veterans are the people that really shine at this stage. This is why, a lot of times they cruise through the heats and they're able to cruise through the semis without, utilizing too much energy. Those people that have been on Team USA before, they know what they're doing. So for everyone who's, trying to make the upstart, it's going to be an uphill battle for them almost, because those semifinal sessions, they are draining. They take a lot out of you. So experience does come into play here. And semifinals are boring, so I'm not going to break them down. Change my mind, guys. If in the chat you guys think semifinals are fun, change my mind. We'll see here. But yeah, let's get right into it, guys. So we're starting off with the 400 freestyle. We saw the heats of that this morning. We had Katie Ledecky, absolutely tear it up. And, when looking at this lineup, again, I'm not going to be going against Katie Ledecky. I think, again, there's a lot of room for growth here for Ledecky. There's a lot of, obviously Arlene Titmus. She won the gold in 2021. So there's lots going on there. She's definitely going to want her revenge. And I think I'm not going to be betting against her, but I think that second spot is kind of wide open. I think she's definitely going to have a lot of energy conservation at these Olympic trials. She's swimming a lot of different events between prelims and semifinals for that 200 freestyle. She's definitely going to play in there. But I like looking at the field. Love to see Leah Smith. Love to see Bella Sims in there. Paige Madden and Katie Grimes are definitely going to be some dark horses of mine. And, another dark horse to look out for is Erin Gemmel, daughter of Bruce Gemmel, legendary swim coach. So definitely something to look out for. Again, Ledecky, when she won the trials in 2021, she was a 4:01. She's seated with the 3:58. So if she can get under 4, I think that's a win for Ledecky. Puts her in a good place going into Paris. Again, the winning time from 2021 at the Olympics was a 3:56. So the Australians put up a big one there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I got Ledecky and Leah Smith, though, taking this one and moving on to the 400 freestyle. Again, we're going to move through these pretty quick because there's so much to cover. But again, I'm going to break down my wild cards, my hot takes, who won in who won in Tokyo, what the time was in 2021. I think if Ledecky gets under 359 here, it's all hers. And again, I'm not going to be betting against Katie Ledecky at all here. So just a quick preview of what's to come, I guess you could say. Moving on to the 400 freestyle. There's a lot of people in here. It's really a toss-up, right? Everyone from 345 all the way up to 347 is the top 9 seeds. So going to be very tightly bunched up here. We got this in the final session tonight. Lots going on. I did a video earlier this year with Jake Mitchell. Big shout out to him. Personally, Jake Mitchell has got my heart. I want to see this guy win this one. But again, U.S. mid-distance swimming hasn't been of the caliber of the rest of the world for the past, I don't know, a while, I guess you could say now. So, let's hear it in the chat for these guys. We need to get behind them as the U.S. at trials. We need to see these guys swim fast. Dark horse to look out for here for me is Gabe Jett down here in 14th. Obviously, a Cal Bear and an NCAA champion. Love to see it. Going to show off the ring a little bit here. You gotta. Gabe's an NCAA champion. He knows what it takes to go through these prelims, semis, and final sessions. So I would love to see him get in that final right there. But again, Kieran Smith won 2021 trials, 344. I think if anyone goes 44 or 43, they're pretty much a guarantee for the team. And again, I got Kieran Smith and Jake Mitchell, the pair of Gators, winning this one here. So that would be awesome to see. Gators take the sweep here. Let me know what you guys think. How'd they look in prelims? I didn't get a chance to watch the end of the prelims. I did get to watch some of the early parts of the prelims, but oh my goodness, that pool looked awesome, guys. What an amazing place to swim in. That's all for the final session tonight. And we're going to be moving swiftly into the Sunday session. We start off with the 400 IM here. And guys, this is everybody against Leon Marchand in Paris. Like, who are we kidding? I would love to see Carson Foster and Chase Kalish. As you can already see, I got those guys circled. Those are my top 2 right there. Big shout out to Sean Grisham down here in 11th spot. I would love to see him get in the final, give a run for their guys' money. He was a lethal threat in 2016. He was right there in 2021. He's a dark horse to look out for. And as a Cal Bear, I love to see him in that. Carson Foster last summer had an amazing summer. He was 405, I want to say, in that 400 IM. So he's capable of getting there with Marchand. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I would love to see Marchand get as close to that 4-minute mark as possible. Again, I don't think he breaks it this summer, but yeah, Carson Foster, Chase Kalish, I got him finishing in that order. I think if Carson goes 406 like he's seated with here, I think he easily wins it. I mean, it's a pretty big gap, between the top 3 guys. I think all 3 of those guys have a shot, but again, I like Foster and Kalish in this one. Moving on to the women's 100 butterfly. We saw the prelims of that this morning, so they'll have to manage their energy through tonight in the semifinal. And those ladies looked fast this morning. I got to give a couple shout outs to Emma Stickland. She looked amazing in the earlier heats with her underwaters. I think she was the first of the circle seated heats. Looking at the psych sheet here, you got names on names in women's swimming. Tori Husk, Gretchen Walsh, Reagan Smith, Claire Curzon, Alex Shackle. Like the names go on, right? There is a lot of fast swimming that's going to be happening here. Again, Reagan Smith, she's the 3rd seed here, primarily known for being a backstroker and the 200 butterflyer. I don't know if she has enough speed. She looked really good this morning, but those other girls, the Tori Husks and Gretchen Walsh and Claire Curzons of the world, they looked really fast as well. I really loved Gretchen Walsh's underwaters, and for this reason, I got the upset coming. I got Gretchen Walsh winning this one. That's going to be Sunday night. It's definitely going to be I'm very eager to see how this one plays out. I would not be surprised if I saw a world record this summer in the women's 100 butterfly, whether it comes from McNeil, someone else in another country, but I would love to see Gretchen Walsh or Tori Husk break that. I think it's held by Sarah Sjöström. If I'm at all incorrect, please let me know in the chat. I would love to see it. All right, moving on swiftly. We got the 100 breaststroke. Again, this one went off this morning, and I got to give a big shout out to Ben Kono, my buddy, swims with me on the Masters swim team over at the Olympic Club. He tied this morning actually for 16th, so he has a swim off. You guys are going to go cheer him on at Olympic Trials. If you guys are at Olympic Trials, make sure to go say what up to Ben. And again, I'll be there later this week, so you guys can come say what up then. But again, I think this is a really, the U.S., like I was looking at prelims this morning, I wasn't like stoked with anything I saw out of our breaststrokers. Obviously, Michael Andrew looked really good. Nick Fink looked really good. Even Noah Nichols looked really good this morning, I thought as well. I would have loved to see some of the Cal guys move up. We do have some guys that are going to be making the semifinals there. But again, a notable miss there was Cody Miller this morning. Again, I know that, he hasn't been training as heavy. He's documented that in his vlogs. I definitely thought he was going to be a finals swimmer there. But maybe not. Again, looking at this event, though, Michael Andrew won in a 58.7. I think if anyone from the U.S. goes 58, they're pretty much guaranteed a spot on the team. But I would love to see some fast breaststrokers prove me wrong. Again, the world is just faster than the U.S. at this breaststroke thing, though. So 57.3 from Petey was with a winning time in Tokyo. I got Michael Andrew and Nick Fink both winning it there, 1-2. Let me know if you guys think otherwise. And again, I see some comments in the chat. Where can I watch this? Everything's live on Peacock, or actually USA Swimming has like their own app. I was watching the prelims on it this morning. Super good. Shout out USA Swimming there. We are moving on. We're moving on quickly because we got a lot to cover. Monday, jumping into the women's 400 IM. This is an event where, you look at the top 10 or 15 girls, and like, it's really a matter of looking at like these top 4 or 5 really. I would love to go all the way down the list, all the way down to the Ella Nilsons of the world. But like when you really start looking at Katie Grimes, Leah Hayes, Emma Wyant, Leah Smith, and Justina Kozan, like that's really where I'd start to cut it off, right? Because I mean, look at Katie Grimes' time, look at Leah Hayes' time, look at Emma Wyant. It's really good between those 3 girls. And, Katie Grimes is seated with a very fast time that would put her ahead of what the time it took to win in Tokyo. Would love to see that happen. I got Emma Wyant and Katie Grimes going 1-2, with Emma Wyant pulling out the victory over Leah Hayes there. Notable down in 10th spot, though, is Bella Sims. I'm candidly not like very enlightened on the women's 400 IM as outside of the United States. Obviously, Ohashi won it in 2021. I can't even say if I know if she's still swimming or not. Comment in the chat down below who you guys got winning this event in Paris. I would love to see Emma Wyant or Katie Grimes win this. That would be super awesome to see. 200 freestyle. Again, there are 6 spots up for grabs, or 5. Let me clarify. So essentially, the United States has to have a certain amount of people double in events. So, Katie Ledecky makes the 400 freestyle and the 800 and the mile, right? Caleb Dressel makes the 100 freestyle and maybe the 50 freestyle or the 100 butterfly. Those doubles are necessary because the United States only has a certain amount of roster spots. There's 13 individual events, which means the top 2 from each of those go. Plus, we need relay alternates. So traditionally, we'd take 6 people. But again, in previous years, we've only taken 5 people for this event sometimes. And that's due to various factors, right? Again, you can throw on someone else who, into one of those prelims relays who maybe didn't necessarily qualify for 100 or 200 freestyle. So we're going to need some doubles to get all 6 spots on here. I'm only going to cover the top 2 here. We got a couple dark horses that I want to call out, though. Gabe Jett in 17th place down here. Gabe Jett down in 17th place. Maximus Williamson, he's a young stud down there in 16th place. And Grant House down there in 10th place. Very notable swimmers there for the U.S. I think all 3 of these guys have a really good shot of making it. And a notable top 20 swimmer that isn't in the top 20 that I think all of you guys are going to know by Monday afternoon, Trenton Julian. Trenton Julian seated in the 22nd spot. He's been on Team USA on this relay for them at World Championships, at World University Games before. He's a stud. He showed it in the college format of the event. He's seated in 22nd. I think he can make this team. Definitely top 6. I think Trenton Julian's got it. But again, when looking at the rest of the world, it comes down to the Great Britain and the Australians. So again, and Tom Dean won the event 2021. I would love to see Karen Smith get in there. I got Luke Hobson winning it. Luke Hobson, he's got that aura. He looked really good at the NCAAs, and I would love to see him carry it into the long course format. That would be super sick if he could go a 144. That would be huge for Team USA. Team USA consistently needs guys going 144 if they want to be competitive at the international level. Multiple guys need to be going 144. Will we see Caleb Dressel on this relay at the Paris Games? That's an interesting one. Again, this is one of those people that, you could pull over, maybe not qualified individually in the event. I would love to see it happen. But again, I'm just going 1-2 here. No shakeout from the psych sheet for me. This is, again, I think Carson Foster probably breaks through here, gets his first Olympic team. That'd be huge for him. The backstroke, my favorite event. So Monday night is the men's 100 backstroke, and no better fitting way. Let's throw it on, ladies and gentlemen. The bear hat. This is going to be my favorite event. It's always a favorite to watch. There's a lot of notable people in this event. Let's just dive right on into it. We got Keaton Jones down here in 19th. I think he is a huge dark horse for the Golden Bears. You come all the way up to 9th. You got a guy like Shane Casas, someone who's been 52 before, someone who's been to multiple Olympic trials. He knows what it takes. So I like a guy like Shane Casas. I like a guy like Keaton Jones. But again, the upstarts, Destin Lasco, Justin Ress, Hunter Armstrong, Ryan Murphy, those guys are experienced swimmers. I would love to see one of these upstarts down here crack into that top 3. But I'm, again, like the event before, I'm going 1-2. Hunter Armstrong and Ryan Murphy, they're running it back in that order. Again, I would love to see Ryan Murphy go a world record this summer. And I do think that a guy like Destin Lasco has a chance to make it in this 100 backstroke. I'm saving him a little bit more for the 200, maybe a little early prediction there, you could say. I'm saving him for the 200. But all of these guys, the U.S., got to continue on that backstroke tradition. I'm touching my NCAA rings here while I'm doing it. I'm getting the vibes from the Golden Bears. I could see the Golden Bears, going 1, 2, 3 here, if you're including, Hunter Armstrong in that, right? I know he's representing New York Athletic Club. Murphy, Armstrong, Lasco, even throwing a Keaton Jones in there, you could have 4 Bears in the top 5. I could definitely see something like that happening. Got to shout out the Bears, taking off the bear hat now, and we are moving on to the women's 100 breaststroke. Oh man, I'm out of breath here. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. This is like super fun. I don't do stuff like this that often, and especially for an event like this, like my gosh, what a fun event to go to. For all you guys in Indy this morning, what a fun one. I'm so excited to get out there. Women's 100 breaststroke. Again, this is an event that the U.S. kind of dominated last time around. We got top of the psych sheet, Lily King, hometown hero, Lydia Jacoby, the Alaskan Bullet. Shout out Brett Hawk on that one. There's not like a lot of notable names in here that I would like really. I mean, there are a lot of really fast swimmers. Don't get me wrong. Love to see a girl like Piper Engie. She was on my club team going to Texas next year, representing the Bellevue Club. Love to see it. I really hope she gets into that final set. I really hope she gets into finals. I think that a girl like Piper is going to be carrying the U.S. into the next era of breaststroke in that 2028 LA Games. So that'll be awesome to see. Another notable person in here is an Alex Walsh, a Kate Douglas. But I don't think anyone's touching Lily King or Jacoby. Jacoby won the games. Lily King took the trials. I got King going first in front of the home crowd, and then Jacoby taking second here. Let me know. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? You guys think that it's going to be flipped? Does someone like Kate Douglas make the team? I don't know. I would love to. I would love for a lot of these predictions to be wrong. I would love there to be a lot of shakeout in the trials. That would be fun to watch. So if you guys have any other hot takes, comment them down below, please. I would love to see some shakeouts go happen here. Moving on to the women's 200 freestyle. Again, I'm not going to bet against Katie Ledecky in this stream. I'm not. It's kind of like one of those things with like Michael Phelps. Like, are you going to bet against Michael Phelps? Katie Ledecky is the greatest women's swimmer of all time. I don't care if she gets second in this event or not. Like, I'm not going to bet against her to not make the team, right? I think someone to look out for to get into that top 6 is Katie Grimes down here. I would love to see her sneak in. Someone like Simone Manuel, traditionally really good at the 100 freestyle. Would love to see her make that jump, get in there on that 200 freestyle relay. Relieves a lot of stress from her later in the meet with the 100 and the 50. Would love to see that happen. But again, I don't know if you guys have been watching around the world, but Australia is kind of dominating right now in women's freestyle, actually. World record performances going down the other day. They had like 2 152s, and my gosh, they just look strong. I think when looking at anything the United States does here, unless we're going 153s, 152s, it's really not going to matter because like the women in Australia are kind of kicking butt. Prove me wrong, guys. I would love to see you guys throw together an insane relay in Paris this summer. I got Katie Ledecky winning it, and actually Bella Sims jumping Claire Weinstein. I think Weinstein still makes the relay, but I think someone like Bella Sims makes the individual here. And now we're on to Tuesday. I mean, gosh, guys, we've already been going 20 minutes. We're only at Tuesday, 3 days in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Starting off with the women's 100 backstroke, a lot of big names. Again, backstroke, even on the ladies' side, is a very good tradition for us. However, as you can see here, notable Kaylee McCowan of Australia did win it at the 2021 games. I would love to see Reagan Smith win it this year at the Paris games, put a stamp back on it for the U.S. I got her winning here at the U.S. trials. Someone like an Isabel Staden, though, is a dark horse, though. She's done a lot of great work under Dave Durden this year. I'm not ever going to count out a Cal backstroker. She's training with guys like Ryan Murphy, Destin Lasco, Hunter Armstrong. She's got the sauce. I would love to see her make that jump. I would love to see her get second. But again, I got Claire Curzon actually taking second place here. I think it's really anyone's shot. And honestly, in the top 8, like, I mean, even look like someone like Ryan White, she made the team in 2021. Like, I definitely could see her making that jump there. I don't know. Again, Canada and Australia are looking really speedy in the women's 200 backstroke. I think the United States can get 2 girls on the podium in Paris, or there's also the chance that they get no one on the podium in Paris. Anything can really happen when looking forward to the Paris games. But for these trials, I got Smith and Curzon taking it here. Moving on to the men's 800 freestyle. I know I said earlier that 400 freestyle was not David Johnson's moment. And you know why? It's because I think this is his moment. He had a really good 1,000 freestyle this year in the NCAA format. I think this is like right in his bread and butter. 800 freestyle long course. And obviously a guy like Bobby Fink, you know, I'm looking at it, he's born in 99. Like, that's the same year as me. He was the same class as me in college. And like, just looking at it, I'm like thinking like, my gosh, guys my age, like they're still swimming and stuff. And like, Bobby Fink was just miles ahead of me in college. Not that I ever swam a race like this, but like it always brings a smile to my face seeing someone from my recruiting class still kicking butt out there in the sport of swimming. Men's 800 freestyle. I got Bobby Fink and David Johnston making it. David Johnston breaks through there. That would be awesome to see. Where can we find the psych sheets? Psych sheets are on USA Swimming online. Check it out. I'm sure they probably have the heat sheets up for the coming days by now. What do we got? Hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you again for jumping on here. Yeah, Molly O'Callaghan and Titmus from Australia, they were absolute beasts. Yeah, both. Oh my gosh, I would love to see those girls do something impressive in the 400 freestyle as well. But actually, I'm gonna take Ledecky in the 400 freestyle in Paris. But yes, again, we are moving forward here. Wednesday, women's 100 freestyle, starting things off strong. That's a great event. So I'm going to be getting in Wednesday afternoon. I'll be at the Wednesday finals, and I'm so stoked because I'm very close friends with Abby Weitzel there in the second seed. I am so excited to watch her swim. I got her making the team, definitely. I think, again, this is something where Australia has been super dominant on the international level, and I think it's going to come down to the United States women making a statement here. I would love to see them make a big statement. Someone like Kate Douglas, I could see her going 51. I really could. A Gretchen Walsh, I could see her going a 51. I do think Abby Whitesill does make the team, though. I do think she gets second place here to Gretchen Walsh. I think Kate Douglas slips in there for third. Again, this is another one of those events where top 6 could actually make the team. We'll just have to see where everything shakes out. You want to be top 4, but you most importantly want to be top 2. So again, Emma McEwen of Australia won this in 2021. I would love to see, a Kate Douglas, a Gretchen Walsh slip in there and win it. But again, Australia's been looking really strong on the international level in freestyle. So going to be tough. Let's see what happens. Men's 200 butterfly. This is where things start to get interesting, right? As we move into the back half of the meet here, there's going to be a lot more dark horses. I look at someone like a Dare Rose, who's down here in the 8th spot. I did a video with him a couple weeks ago, and I was just thinking about it. And I was like, this guy is so ready for the moment. He's been through the U.S. trials before for world championships and stuff like that. He's been to trials before, but I just think he's ready. Obviously, Zach Harding took the trials in 2021. I think a guy like Carson Foster, again, could make the team here. Thomas Heilman has been super fast before. Looks really great. But again, this is going to be a Christoph Milak, a Leon Marchand race when it comes to Paris. There was talk about, they moved the Olympic events around a little bit. So the 400 IM is not necessarily on the first day. Does that benefit Marchand? Does this kind of like tighten schedule in Paris kind of, allow him to say, hey, maybe I'm not going to put all my energy into that 200 butterfly. I'm going to focus on the 400 IM, the 200 IM, 200 breaststroke, other things like that. Where's his energy going to be? But looking at the United States, I like a guy like Carson Foster. I like a guy like Thomas Heilman. I would love to see Dare Rose sneak in there. If someone like Thomas Heilman can sneak in there, that's given like young Michael Phelps vibes. He would be a huge play for the United States in that 200 butterfly for years moving forward. So I'd love to see someone like him move in there. Gretchen and Tori looking extremely close in that 100 fly world record. Yeah, I know. Earlier in the stream, I was saying that I think it's going to go down this summer. I definitely think it's going to go down this summer. I don't know if it's going to be at trials. Again, almost only like 20% of people or like 30% of people, I think, go best time at Olympic trials. It's like super weird. But again, there's so much stress and energy that's, and thought that's gone into this meet that it's just not even something that, people really, they don't PB at that often, which is, it's a bummer to see, but like, that's just the reality of Olympic trials. It is a hard meet to perform well at. So yeah. I think this would need to be for the 200 fly. Moving on to the women's 1500 freestyle. Again, no surprises here. I got Katie Ledecky. I'm not taking anyone but her. Katie Ledecky and Katie Grimes. I could see them going 1-2 in Paris. I could. I don't think the women's international competition is like that amazing in the 1500 freestyle. I'm a big US stan, obviously. I'm going to take them. Both of them going 1-2 in Paris as well. Men's 200 breaststroke. When we're looking at this, there's a couple dark horses. I included the top 8 and I included the other 16, but we're really just going to look at the top 8 here. I think, a guy like Matthew Fallon, he's done it at the NCAA level. A Josh Mathaney, he's done it at the NCAA level. But again, I think, international experience plays well here. Nick Fink is going to be doing really well. I'm interested to see how Cody Miller fares in this after the 100 breaststroke this morning. A dark horse for me is Daniel Roy. I grew up swimming with him in Washington. Obviously a good friend of mine, and it's awesome to see that he's still out there kicking butt. He's seated there in the 6th spot. I didn't even know he was swimming at trials until like a couple days ago when a friend told me, and I was like, heck yeah, I would love to see a guy like D-Roy jump in there. That would be awesome to see. Again, Nick Fink won the trials in 2021. And Australia was looking strong. I got Nick Fink winning again, and I got Josh Mathaney in the 3rd spot, taking it in. Let's see, what do we got here? Got a lot of people chiming in the chat. I appreciate you guys chiming in. Marchand and Milak's duel in the 2 fly is going to be amazing to watch. I would love to see Heilman or Foster sneak in that battle as well. That would be cool to see. Is it far to stretch to say that Katie Ledecky would dominate in open water swimming? I don't think it's a far stretch. I just don't think that that's something that she wants to compete in, right? She does the little things right. She has a really good stroke. She does her turns really well. I don't think open water swimming is like literally a different rhythm. You're having to like pick up your head and stuff. I don't even know if it's for her. Not to say that she wouldn't kick butt in that, though. I think you're right. I think she'd do well. All right, men's 100 freestyle. Again, coming in here, we got 6 spots up for grabs. A lot of things. When looking at the psych sheets here, I love to see my guy, Jack Alexi. Number 1 seed. Love to see that. And again, I think this dude is going to be a beast for the United States over the years to come. A guy like Jack Alexi, his development has been so good in the 100 freestyle under Dave Durden. His 50 freestyle last summer, he was number 2 in the world. Jack Alexi could be the staple for the United States when a guy like Caleb Dressel moves on. Because a guy like Caleb Dressel is hiding all the way down here. Where is he? In the 10th spot. Caleb Dressel is going to kick butt, and there's no doubt about that. Is there a possibility that the United States goes 1-2 in Paris? I think it's definitely a possibility. I think it's a possibility. I think, when looking at this, I love to see a guy like Matt King. He was on my club team as well growing up. A guy like McGuire McDuff got that aura. Oh, he looks so fast at the NCAAs. He was so fun to watch, honestly. Chris Giano, would love to see him make the team. This is going to be an amazing event on that Wednesday night for everyone to look out for. There's so much going on in this. Again, I actually have Alexi winning this one. Dressel took it in Tokyo, in a 47.0. I could see the world record getting broken in Paris to win this one. I think Jack Alexi has what it takes to go 46.9. Does Dressel go 46.9 as well? I don't know. I know Dressel recently had a kid, but watching him over the past couple of weeks of those Pro Swim series, that kid, it had nothing on him. He's still looking as fast as ever. No doubt about it. Moving on to Thursday, we're going to pick up the speed here. I know you guys have been great. I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you again. If you guys got any hot takes, chime in the chat. We're going to get this thing wrapped up here. We're on Thursday, and we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to move through it quickly here. Let's go. As you can see, China took this event in the 2021 games. Again, that's Chinese doping. Like, who actually was this legit? I don't know. But again, that Chinese 200 butterfly world record from, oh my gosh, all the way back in the super suited era, that's going to be in there forever. A 201? No one's coming close to that. Reagan Smith, though, might have a chance. She's seated super fast, and she's looking really good. A lot of her best times recently, I think she did a best time in the 200 backstroke at the Grand Challenge the other week, or maybe it was the 100 backstroke. My goodness, she's on fire. She looked really good this morning in the 100 butterfly. I definitely think she wins this 200 butterfly. And I actually see someone like an Ali Shackle, a dark horse, a young up and coming swimmer, making that second spot. A big shout out to eighth spot, Emma Sticklin. Those underwaters are filthy. I think she has a chance to get up there and contest. Someone else like Rachel Klinker, a Kelly Pash. They've proven it at the NCAA level that they have what it takes. Do they have what it takes at the long course format? That's all I'm asking. What do you guys think? I hope Dressel can still get directly into this event, but there's no Popovici, Panzil are capable of going under 47. 100%. Again, Olympic trials and Olympics aren't always where the fastest swimming happens because there's so much pressure on these athletes. That's why you see a lot of times world championships have those world records broken. I think if someone does break the world record, it's going to be at the Olympics, though, in this event, and not necessarily at the trials. But I would hope that someone would prove me wrong in that. I don't think I like Alexi and Dressel more than I do Popovici. That's personally, though. Let's see. And again, Haley Flickener won this event. I believe she's retired, though. So wide open field for the U.S. in the 200 women's butterfly. Moving on to the 200 backstroke, where, again, we're going to be taking out the Cal Bears hat because, again, this is where the United States start to excel, right? Look at that. Aaron Pearsall all the way up there. He has got the world record, American record, long course nationals, U.S. Open record, everything in the books. And this is an event where I would love to see Ryan Murphy take down that U.S. Open record. I think he's more than capable of going 153 at the trials. I guess it would take a 152.9, right, to get into that 53.0. We'll see. But this is an event where I could see the Bears going 1 through 3. And here's what I'm saying. We got Ryan Murphy, Destin Lasco, and all the way down here, we have Keaton Jones. Now, I'm hearing some things out of the Cal camp about a guy like a Keaton Jones. I'm hearing a lot of good things about him. Dave Durden has only raved about this kid. I'm really excited to watch him swim. I would love to see a guy like Keaton Jones push through this summer, make that team. But I got my guys, Ryan Murphy and Destin Lasco. Dest Bot making the team, and I would love to see that, man. Both of these guys are really good friends of mine, and I'm so excited to watch the Bears absolutely dominate this race at the trials. Taking off the hat, going on to the women's 200 breaststroke. This is something where we got the Alaskan Bullet back in here, Lydia Jacoby, Lily King on the hometown front. But do we see someone like Alex Walsh jump up there and join her Virginia teammate in Kate Douglas? Because if you're asking me, Kate Douglas has taken this thing. I got Kate Douglas making the team this event. I actually have her winning. Annie Laser obviously won the event in 2021. And Miss Smith from South Africa, she won at the games. I got Kate Douglas winning this at the trials and winning this event in Paris. I know that's a bold statement to say right now. Maybe it's a little bit early, but that's what I think. Got some love in the chat. My bet's on Ryan Murphy. Love to see it. Love to see it. Aaron, I think Aaron Pearsall's world record's more impressive than the women's 200 fly. Yeah, I that's up for debate too. Like I totally could see it, right? 151 is so fast. Like you have to go out like a 54 and then come back a 57, unless you do the whole back half strategy and go 51, 56. But again, it's like 151.0, right? Like, yeah, 151.9. So, it's possible, but 151 is just moving. I don't think we've seen anyone like go under 153 in like a while. Oh, I would love to see something happen there. Moving on to Friday. We got the men's 50 freestyle. Not a lot of dark horses in here that I'm really looking at. Again, Jack Alexi was the staple for the United States last summer, holding the fort down. Cam McAvoy, obviously, doing some great things on the international scene, really revolutionizing the game of sprint swimming. Shout out Brett Hawk, Sprint Revolution's coming here. This is a tough one, right? We got guys like Caleb Dressel, Michael Andrew, Jack Alexi, guys who have made Team USA before. Brooks Curry's even in there. Ryan Held's in there. I would love to see a guy like Matt King make the jump and get in there. Does anyone think that Cesar Cielo's world record is going to be broken here? Again, that's another one of those untouchable world records all the way back from 2009. Is that record even in question here? I don't think so. I would love to see a guy like Caleb Dressel get it. I think Dressel and Alexi take this one. Dressel obviously won the trials and then dropped a half second to go 21.0 in Tokyo. If there's anyone who's going to do it, it's Caleb Dressel. And again, I think all of these winning times from the 2021 trials and the 2021 games, in my mind, they got an asterisk because I know that everyone is ready to go fire at that 2020 season. And I think that COVID took everyone kind of a setback. Like we didn't see as many world records as I think we all thought we were going to coming off those 2019 worlds. Obviously, Caleb Dressel still performed amazing, but I think the bar for swimming was like set up here and the expectations weren't really met. So I think that this 2024 cycle, we're going to see a lot more world records. Is the 50 free one of those that we see? If it is, I think it comes from Caleb Dressel. But I think a guy like Jack Alexi makes the team here. I would love to see Michael Andrew make the team. I did an interview with him a couple weeks ago. He was absolutely amazing to have on. If you guys want to improve your freestyle, go listen to my interview with him after this. I loved seeing it. All right, women's 200 backstroke. There's a couple things going on here, but again, this is the Reagan Smith show. I think she breaks the world record here at the U.S. trials. I think it's altogether possible. Yeah. I think it's possible. I got some people in the chat saying Caleb Dressel can do it and Cam McAvoy can't. I don't know. Dressel versus McAvoy, though, in Paris would be awesome to see. That's all that I'm going to say there. All right, back to the backstroke. I think Claire Curzon is another notable name. Again, Ryan White, someone who made the team in 2021. Phoebe Bacon. My dark horse, again, Isabel Staden. Under Dave Durden, she's going to have what it takes. She's got the backstroke mechanics. I think Reagan Smith went like a best time at the Speedo Grand Challenge a couple weeks ago. I could see this world record falling at the trials. I would love to see that. And again, obviously, Kaylee McCowan, she took it at the Tokyo Games. Again, the backstroke at Australian trials right now is looking insanely fast again. But I think Reagan Smith and actually Claire Curzon come in here and take this one. Men's 200 IM. I'm just going to look at the top 10. Jane Casas, top seed. Again, another one, a 99, someone that was in my recruiting class. Does he make it, though? I don't know. I love to see a guy like Destin Lasco in here, Trenton Julian. Again, just overall looking at this field, like no one's under 156. Like it's going to take a 154 or better. I think Leon Marchand could break that world record this summer in that 200 IM. Let me know what you guys think. I think a guy like Leon Marchand could break the world record in this event this summer. It's going to take a 155 at least to win this. It's a matter of who does it. I don't have Shane Casas making the Olympic team, though. Not in this event, at least. I got Carson Foster winning this one. And I got Michael Andrew all the way down here in 25th spot. You can see him right there, the 25th seed. I don't know why he's seated so low. He was on the team last time. I know he got a lot of hate for how he performed in the Olympic final. Some say that he kind of let up on that last 50 of the freestyle. I think he has what it takes. You know that he has what it takes. I think he makes it. Moving on to Saturday, this one's going to be a super fun event to watch, the men's 100 butterfly, because there's just so many guys in here that could have eyes on it. Michael Andrew, Trenton Julian, Gabe Jett. Those are some like names that come top of mind. Obviously, Dare Rose, top seed for the United States here. Really close friend of mine. I absolutely this is one of the kindest kids in the sport of swimming. Dare Rose will always give a laugh to you. He's like just super fun and funny to be around. I think that lighthearted energy is going to help him. But again, Caleb Dressel, so hard to deny the world record holder. Look at it. He's got everything up there, right? Caleb Dressel, I got him taking the gold, and I got Dare Rose here, breaking through, making the United States Olympic team. I want to be down there in that media section that night. I want to give that guy a big hug because I got him making this. Another notable thing, we got Matt Josa down here, former Cal grad. Matthew Jensen down there. Again, I'm going to give a big shout out to the Cal guys here. But I think Heilman gets third here. I think Casas gets fourth. And I think Dare and Dressel go 1-2. That'll be awesome to see. Looking at the chat here. Yeah. Cesar's record is like the 100-meter dash for Usain Bolt. Like, if anyone breaks it, we're all going to remember Cesar Cielo did it. We all are going to remember Usain Bolt that did it. We might not remember the fact that, someone came along after and did it because it's just one of those staples in the world record books. 49 for Caleb Dressel. I think like the winner is probably going to have to go 49 if they want a guaranteed spot, but I could see two guys going 50 low and making the team in that 100 butterfly. All right, women's 200 IM, moving on. Again, we're looking at the heat sheet. There's a lot of people in here that could contend. Look at someone like Isabel Ivy. She's got a great training going on down there with the Gators. But again, I think it's the Virginia girls here that kind of take it. Kate Douglas, Alex Walsh. Obviously, Tori Husk is going to put up a fight. But again, I think the Virginia girls win it here. And I think that whoever wins here, whether it's one or the other, I think one of those girls is going to win in Paris. That'd be awesome to see. Women's 800 freestyle. Again, I'm not going to bet against Katie Ledecky, right? She's got all the record books. She won in 2021. She won at the games in 2021. I got her winning here, and I got Katie Grimes coming in second. It's going to be awesome. I'm not seeing. Maybe I mistyped it here. Oh no, there we go. Last day. I almost misspoke there. I was like, where's the women's 50 freestyle? Last day, we got the women's 50 freestyle. This is going to be a very tight race. Obviously, Simone Manuel won the trials in 2021. Emma McKeon took it at the games. There's a lot to look at here. I think a girl like Kate Douglas, she's looked really good. Breaking 24 is a standard. I think that's going to be what it takes to win for these ladies. I would love to see, again, it's going to be a battle for that second spot. Kate Douglas, Gretchen Walsh, both looking really good at these trials already. Call it bias, call it whatever it might be. I would love to see Abby Weitzel make it. I think she's more than capable of making it. I have the Virginia girls winning this one though, and I want to see Abby prove me wrong. I think Abby makes it in the 100 freestyle. I think she gets second in that. So I think she makes a team in the individual event. I think she's capable of doing it here too, though. She's proven it, right? Like she's got a quarter of a second on Gretchen Walsh in the psych sheets. But Gretchen Walsh looked good this morning with those underwaters. She did. Last event of the trials here. We got the men's 1500 freestyle. Candidly, I don't know that much about men's distance freestyle. All I know is that the rest of the world has been a lot better than us historically, and I would love to see some of these guys pick it up. And not obviously like Bobby Fink, he won it in the Tokyo Games. Like I would love to see us though make some chipaways at that world record. And Bobby Fink, he's put himself up there, 14:31. Could he get that world record this summer? I don't know. I don't think it happens at the trials, but I think it could definitely happen at the games. I mean, he's seated at first by 19 seconds here. Like, really? Is it a race for him? Like, or is he just preparing for Paris at this point? I got Bobby Fink winning it, and I got Charlie Clark making the Olympic team. That'd be huge to see for him. Would love to see it. That'd be huge for Ohio State moving forward. I think another program like Ohio State is definitely another one that's on the rise here. And that kind of wraps it up. Like I'll be in Indy this week. So if you guys come at the trials, come say hi, come say what up to me. I might be doing some giveaways. I don't know. I'm definitely going to be filming a lot of vlogs, behind the scenes content, going to do some interviews with people like Brett Hawk, the swimsuit guy, going to hang out with Kyle Sockwell. Maybe we'll settle the battle of who's faster than the 50 freestyle. Kyle Sockwell, Kyle Millis. Tomorrow morning, guys, I got a video coming out. If you guys want to learn how to swim better, I've been doing a lot of these stroke analysis. I've been really liking it. So tune in tomorrow morning. That's going to be a wrap. I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's a wrap on this live stream. Let me know, comment down below if you guys want me to do more live streams. I really enjoyed this. Big thumbs up and see you guys next time.